I'm just here to show you your day one of your program, okay? So the first thing you're gonna do is called a mini band snap down, okay? So you're gonna take a very, very light mini band, okay? It's super light. This is the lightest one we have in the whole gym, okay? You're gonna put it right above both your knees, okay? You're gonna start in an athletic stance, okay? Hands come up over your head, up on your tiptoes. From here, I'm just snapping down into a landing stance, okay? So nice and fast. My feet never leave the ground, okay? I'm always driving my knees just slightly out against the band. It's not super far. I don't want you out here. I don't want you in here. Just keep that tension out. Okay, if you see my hands and my hips on the side view, they're gonna shoot back. I'm not super low, okay? I'm up nice and athletic stance, okay? From here, we're gonna superset that with a single leg balance on an AirX pad. Okay, so you're gonna grab your blue pad, couch cushion, pillow, anything will work. Knee slightly bent, drive back into your butt. Okay, the lower you go, the harder it's gonna be. Okay, and you're just trying to balance for 30 seconds. From there, we're moving into a barbell RDL. So I'm gonna take my shoes off for this exercise, and I want you to take your shoes off as well, just so we get in a better position for our feet and our hamstrings. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the bar, okay? Chest up, I'm gonna try and snap that bar in half. So if you see, I'm trying to break it so that my elbow pits get pointed to the front of the rope. Okay, knees slightly bent, just driving my butt as far back as it'll go. Stand up and squeeze my butt nice and hard. From the front view, my toes are pointed straight ahead, not allowing my knees to collapse. It's all from my hips. Supersetting that with a push-up, okay? So when I do push-up, you can keep your shoes off for this as well. What I want to see, if John's going to film me from a nice aerial view, so what you should see is that my body looks like an arrow from the top and not like a T, okay? So I'm going to start hands right in front of my shoulders, squeeze my butt nice and tight. I'm going to try and rip the ground apart with my hands, so thumbs away from each other. And that's going to tuck my elbows in, create that nice arrow shape. So again, I don't want to see this, okay, no T's, nice arrow shape. Okay? All right. From there, we're moving on to a goblet squat. So you're gonna put your shoes back on for this one. Okay, you're gonna grab a decently heavy and challenging weight for you. Okay, so we'll come on over to the dumbbell rack. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the dumbbell, toes slightly pointed out to the side, feet are shoulder width apart. I'm gonna sit back into my hips, drive up and squeeze my butt nice and hard. From side view, you'll see my hips move nice and far back. Drive up, squeeze my butt. Next exercise is a 3-point dumbbell row. So I'm gonna get in a nice 3-point stance, like a football lineman, okay? So one hand is gonna be on the bench, 2 feet on the ground, okay? From right here, I'm just pulling up and rowing, not allowing my spine to move, so I'm nice and flat. I'm not doing any of this, okay? Not jerking the weight up, it's nice and slow. Notice how my weight's a little shifted forward. I don't want my butt super far back, because then I'm just gonna round my lower back, okay? All right, so supersetting those two together. Last 3 that we're doing, called a hip thrust, okay? The first exercise. So I'm gonna put my shoulder blades on the edge of the bench, okay? Just my shoulder blades. Knees are right on top of my ankles, feet pointed straight ahead, okay? You can come over from the side view, John. Yeah. Okay, from here, I'm gonna drive my hips up into the air and squeeze my butt as hard as I can, okay? Always keeping my eyes right on my hips, okay? Lower down by doing a sit-up. If I wanna load it up, just gonna grab that dumbbell, toss it right on my hips, come down, press up, squeeze my butt nice and hard, back down. Notice how I'm doing a sit-up, okay? I'm not allowing my butt to come down without my chest, because then I'm just arching my back real bad for your back. Okay? Next exercise, I'm gonna grab one of these blue pads, head on over to a cable machine. If you don't have a cable machine, you can use a band for this exercise. Okay, we're going half kneeling, hayloft, or anti-rotation press. So you're gonna take your inside knee closest to the cable, put it down, okay? Cable comes right in front of my chest. I'm pressing straight out in front and not allowing my body to move 1 inch. Okay, so the cable is gonna try and push me or pull me towards it. I'm not gonna allow myself to rotate. So you can almost imagine like you're rotating the other way, okay? So I'm gonna rotate, back in, press out, 6 times on each side, okay? The last exercise you're gonna do is a clamshell. So you're gonna grab the band, put it right above your knees, okay? Again, big mistake I see with the clamshell. People, you can get me from like this view. People always roll their hips back, so I never want to see you do that. We're always going to keep our knees bent, feet nice and even with my butt. I'm not going to allow my hips to roll back. So I'm never doing this, okay? Just right here. Okay? That's your C's, and then the last set of exercises is a battle ropes finisher. Okay, so we're going to head on over to our battle ropes. All right, you're going to be doing alternating waves. Okay. So you're going to grab the ropes. Okay, and we're just going to alternate our waves, okay, so notice how I'm not allowing my shoulders to come up or my elbows to come up. So I'm nice and tight like I'm playing the drums. Okay, you're going to be doing 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off for 4 rounds.